Hello, 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 everybody. We're once again back with some Ortacola League gameplay. We are at the very bottom of the barrel for now, Division 4C, because we have decided that we are going to be re-rolling our Dark Elf team. I was getting just way too frustrated playing it. Wasn't having that much fun. I think we would have gotten promoted had we stuck around, but we've decided to go for Imperial Nobility. And we'll see how it goes. The goal is still definitely to reach championship and win championship, but that is probably going to take some doing. Our first opponent for the match day 1 in Tier 4C, is going to be FC Kallblod, coached by Shrooomie. So, Lizardmen team. And, it's a little different from most Lizardmen teams that I've seen. Because instead of, like, they've got the full 6 Saurus, they've got the 5 Skinks to make the minimum. Then they got 2 rerolls and 5 dedicated fans. I'm not sure if this is like how you now are supposed to. Like, is this the meta way of building a Lizardman team? But I cannot for the life of me remember if I've ever come across this before. I could just be blanking on it, and there could have been Lizardman teams that started out like this. But I don't know. It feels kind of odd, I'll be honest, to go for 5 dedicated fans with Lizardmen, because it's like, I don't feel that Lizardmen are generally lacking in monetary funds. Like, it's an interesting choice, shall we call it like that. And again, like, I'm one of, like, I haven't played Lizardmen in Blood Bowl 2020, but I am definitely one of those people who are like, I'd probably run at like 1 chameleon skink alongside the regular ones, just because, like, I like the sort of things that the chameleon skink already comes in with. But yeah, we should be starting anytime now. And again, it's not like we're gonna take a look at some of the other teams in the division, but I believe there is one team. Oh, already a game has been played, and Necro has won against Lizardman. But there is one team here that has what's it called? Has played a season? Like, these TVs don't actually seem to corroborate that, though. Like, it kind of looks like there isn't. Oh, never mind. It is this team, isn't it? Soapy's team. Beaks down, tails up, Lizardman. Yeah, I think it is this team. He's got a sneaky get, he's got a catch, he's got block, mighty blow. Niggles on both of those, which sucks. And then 2 niggle. Why is this? Well, I guess he picked up the second niggle just now, I imagine, but like, this skink needs to get rotated out of the team. Regardless of what he would roll on the skill. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, again, not much you can say about the, like, because these are, aside from Soapy's team, which, like, by TV value, it's still with us here at the very bottom of the barrel. Like, there's not really much to say about these, because there's no development haven't been done with the teams. But we do have one of the new races. We do have a Goblin team, Little Rascals, coached by Diddy. 2 Trolls, Hooligan, Fanatic, Bomber, Looney. He's got the Doom Diver. He does not have a Pogo. I was thinking of what is he missing here. He does not have a Pogo. Yeah, he does not have a Pogo. He's got 2 rerolls only as well. Again, more dedicated fans. And he started like 13 players, no ammo. He's got 80,000 in the bank. Like he's certainly aiming to keep his TV low to get inducements, right? Don't know what kind of a set of like Bomber Dribblesnot is obviously one of those star players that's probably like that he's aiming to use quite frequently, because like if I like at least in Blood Bowl 2 he was cheap and effective for his cost. So wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, we played against a Goblin team on our ranked ladder team. Though it was a very different looking team to this. Like, they had a Poco, they didn't have any trolls. They didn't have the Doom Diver. Like, what does the Doom Diver do? So he's got right stuff. Okay, he's got stunty. He does not have dodge though, so no dodge for him. If this player is thrown by a teammate, you choose the scatter direction. Okay, so the Doom Diver is essentially he's just like he's the guy that you want to do the throw teammate play with, which also then makes sense as to why the Doom Diver was not in the, like, we didn't see him on the like that, it was not on the roster of the Goblin team that we faced off against in the ranked ladder, because, well, they didn't have any trolls, so no throw teammate would be possible regardless. But interesting. Okay. So that's what the Doom Diver does. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Like, again, like, Goblins is one of those matchups that, like, as I said in the ranked game, that, like, if they actually manage to do damage with, like, their secret weapons, and in this case also the trolls, then they can quite badly maul the team, right? But if they don't, which the Goblins didn't in the ranked ladder game, and they instead get removed themselves, yeah, it's just one of those things that whenever if you're playing Goblins, or if you're facing Goblins, you're generally guaranteed to have what would you call it? Well, I wouldn't, maybe not crazy game, but you're gonna get a game that's a lot more decided by RNG than most games, like even by default, right? I'm just checking in that I haven't. Yeah. I'm just checking in that I haven't misread the clock, that I'm like an hour early, but no. Today is Saturday, and it is 1900 UTC. He did mention something that my opponent, that is, he did mention that his family should be asleep by this time, so I assume it could mean that there are small children in the house, and small children are generally, like, from what I've heard at least, are often not very conducive to following a strict timetable. So we'll give it a little bit of time before we're gonna call it quits or anything. But we are. It's like, just looking at the division as a whole, it's not the worst division that I could have gotten into with Imperial Nobility, but it's also very, very bashy. Like, the good thing about all of these teams here, like, aside from the 2 Lizardmen teams, I am, like, either faster or equally fast to every other team here. And, like, especially with, like, the Dwarf team, the 2 Nurgle teams, and even, like, the Necromantic teams, I have more movement than they do, like, in general. Obviously, Necromantic teams have the werewolves, but, like, I think this is one of those divisions where the theoretical playstyle of Imperial Nobility, which is put the linemen and the bodyguards, like, in the way of the opponent, and have them be like significantly slowed down by the fend stand firm. Like this is a division where that could actually like shine because of the fact that like aside from the two Lizardmen teams, because like again, a skink is movement 7 with stunty and agility 3+ and dodge like coming in. Like that is not something that genuinely cares that there's a well, I mean, obviously you don't want to be making too many 3+ dodges if you don't have to, right? But like they're the team that's gonna least care about the fact that I have linemen and like bodyguards who are gonna be in their way. And it's also the fact that they have the most strength to throw around as well of all of these teams. So they're just gonna be like, well, I have strength 4, so I'm just gonna walk right next to this lineman, and now either the lineman makes a 4+ dodge, takes a 2 die uphill, or doesn't do anything, and I bash his skull in. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting division, I think. Like the orc team is like the orc team here is, I think, my worst matchup because like the orcs combine the strength of the Lizardman Saurus line with the biggins, with 4 blitzers who move like who have movement 6, agility 3+, and a block on top of that as well. So and like they're also more heavily armored, all of them, unlike the skinks, which are at least kind of fragile if I can actually get to them. So like the orcs are, I feel, definitely the worst matchup for Imperial Nobility on this list. But even the orcs are like they're slower than me, and they can get stymied by the defend stand firm. So it really does come down to like this is purely gonna come down to, especially because like all of us are new teams or new-ish teams, right? Like it is definitely going to come down to, obviously coach skill is a thing. It certainly is a thing. But it is also gonna come down to dice a lot, because like at start most teams aren't exactly the greatest on their, like the dwarves are probably the most consistent out of all of these teams at the start. But it is just gonna come down to, does my opponent break my team? And I mean, I don't mean break in the sense that like, oh no, my team is like ruined because we took like the lasting injuries or whatever. But can he get stuns? Can he get KOs? Can he get the badly hurts or other injuries to remove me from the field? And the orcs are, I think, out of these teams, are probably the best at doing that as well consistently. Like at least at the start. Again, goblins are pretty up in the air there, because like if the goblins have a good game, it's gonna be like a fanatic, 2 trolls and a chainsaw, and a very good dirty player as well, like coming in after me. So yeah, and my goddamn linemen have 8+ AV, so all right. It's been about 13 minutes since the game should have started. I'm gonna make a call out on the forum. I'm gonna make a call out on the forum post. Shrooomie. After the game, it's about 15 minutes after the game was supposed to start. Are we still good? I am unfortunately feeling rather under the weather at the moment. I have not been sleeping very well as of late. So I'm feeling quite exhausted, and just general state of unwell. Like, not like, I don't think I have a fever, at least not yet. I have had a headache today. Like, consistently throughout the day, though currently it's not there. But if he doesn't show up in, like, another 10 minutes or so, unfortunately we'll have to reschedule it. And I don't think it's gonna be a problem, to reschedule it or whatever, but obviously this, would have wanted to get it played here, because I think, like, this was definitely the best day for me to get this played. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, like, obviously hoping that there's no, like, it's not an emergency or anything that's gotten in his way. Maybe he just thought, maybe, like, he might have mistaken it for that it was supposed to be Sunday rather than Saturday. I don't know. But yeah, taking a look at these, just taking a look at the names here. AC71, I recognize. I think he was like he just switched a team. Like, he came in tier 4 last season, I think, and then he re-rolled his team immediately. So I know, I think, not 100% on that, but that's my recollection, that I picked up one of like AC71's games, like, on a whim while I was waiting for a championship game to start that we spectated, at least for a little bit. CBC Toby, RTSD, Smiling Tom, all of these are familiar names to me. I can't remember if I've ever actually played Toby. But I have definitely played RTSD, and, like, Smiling Tom and me went, like, head-to-head in both Blood Bowl 1 and Blood Bowl 2 several times. Like, there at least in Blood Bowl 2, like, we were getting pretty much promoted upwards at the same time, and we ended up in several, like, in the same division, at least, like, 2 seasons running. So his Royal Apothecary Society was someone that I had to contend with several times. The dwarf models came in nice. Have you started working on them already, or? Do you need to do anything? Like, by the way, welcome back, Doc Knockin. It is looking a little unfortunate. We might need to reschedule the league game as we speak. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you, by the way, like, just curiously, do you use, like, those sort of rings on your models, like, that you can, like, put on players and then take off players that, like, you know, that this player has tackle and what so? Like, do you use those as well as a tabletop player, or is that something that you don't use? But yeah, let's see. I wanna see if the Necro, like, did they have a? I didn't have my 3D set up for a long time, so I used little hair ties. But I'm gonna be printing someone. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like, whatever works for like, distinguishing them. But yeah, I've seen. Like, it's just something that I've seen a lot of people, like, like, I haven't played on a tabletop for like several years now, mostly because I just haven't had the time to go to like tabletop events. So, but like it's just something that like when I came back to like Blood Bowl, like Blood Bowl 2020 and stuff, started looking at things. A lot of people were using them, and they seem really handy to have. So they were color coordinated. Yeah, yeah. I imagine so. But coming back to the models, are they looking as good as advertised? Hopefully. I'm just gonna check the forum if there's been any. Shrooomie has nope, nothing from Shroom. Hello, Toby. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, my opponent is about 20 minutes late. I have posted on the forum to see what's up, if he's had, like, if he's gonna be around, or if maybe something's come up in real life. Wonder when we play this season. Yeah, isn't there, like, if you look at the schedule, I mean, I really wish. Hold up. Okay, I was like, there's a drop-down menu for the round here. Maybe they've added the thing that you can see into the future, because like it's set in stone, isn't it? But no. But yeah, it's like, isn't there like a way of looking at this where we? Oh, congratulations on the win, by the way. Like, Soapy is the Lizardmen team that actually has played a season, isn't it? Like, so good on you for getting a solid 2-0 win to start the season. But I think there's like if you look at the scheduling, there's like I go down here. Yeah, he gave me 280k inducement. Okay, anything that like, I assume that was a wizard. I don't really know, like do Necro really have like great star players or anything? Wizard, bribe, and a coach. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you start with how many? Let's take a look at your team, why don't we? Okay, so you do start with 12 players, so yeah, the bribe is pretty useful. Only the one werewolf. Interesting. 2 rates, flesh golems, ghoul runner. Yeah, like this is my expected, I guess, necro roster that you start with. They have a tackle, strength 4 blitzer with juggernauts as attack. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's that's not bad. How much is he? Like, is he actually affordable, or is he like 250 or something? I wanted the wizard in it. Yeah, obviously. It's one of those things that I mean, I'm just curious, since now that they've added the star player special skills. He's cheap. Well, that's good at least. But yeah, like wizard, the thing about like wizard against Lizardmen is like one of those things, like it's just one of those things that I think they're really afraid of. Because of the fact that, well, I mean, they kind of rely on a solid line of strength 4, and if you can fireball them, then that's like, especially with the fact that those strength 4 like players don't really have great chances of like dodging away from anyone. 200-ish, yeah, fair enough. And then like you also got like, you just have the zombies who you can like go like, oh, here, play with that Saurus, why don't you? Like, that already kind of sucks for them. And then there's also the fact that like even the zap is like pretty good against the skink bull carrier because of the whole strength thing. So yeah, I mean, I think wizard, bribe, and a coach is probably the way to go, rather than going for a star player. It's just one of those things that I haven't really looked at the star players, and especially now that they added in like the special skills for the star players, I was curious like whether or not those are gonna start showing up more often. So yeah, let's see. So you got the ghoul runner. The ghoul runner made a casualty. Okay, interesting. Werewolf, no SPP to be had. 4 SPP. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Something... How did this SPP... Oh, never mind. It's yeah. No, it is confirmed. How did this happen? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was like, he's got 0 SPP on the werewolf, but obviously because he made the 2 touchdowns, therefore he already has block on him. Yeah. No, I was just being an idiot. And not actually looking at the skills on the werewolf. I was just like, yep, that looks like the skills that a werewolf starts with, so... But thank God they don't actually start with block out of the gates. 2 casts on the golem, 1 on a ghoul, yeah, and then, you know, random zombie gets an MVP. Yep. But yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start. But yeah, that's we took a look at the Royal Apothecary Society here, and what do you think? Like on the 2 werewolves rather than the second Wraith start. And they don't have the dedicated fans, like they got +1 compared to you. Still got the 2 rerolls, and they only have 11 players. I mean, I think like this is more ambitious, I think, but like if it works, right? Like if it actually works, this like just getting those werewolves up to I mean, on the flip side, I was like thinking that yeah, getting those werewolves up to speed is pretty important for Necro, but like werewolves are one of those players where you're just like, here dog, have ball, run there, and like you score touchdowns. Like it's not that hard to skill up a werewolf. The Wraiths, on the other hand, I mean, they start with block, sure, but they have no hands, so they're not scoring any touchdowns. Oh, you killed somebody, did you? Okay, fair enough. Was it a Saurus? I think he was missing, like, there was a gap in his, Yeah. You killed a Saurus, didn't you? Damn. I think you need to start. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, the block gives you so much consistency. And, like, if ever, like, you kind of want, like, random MVPs to have a chance of landing on them. Yeah, kill the Blocksaurus. Sucks for Soapy, but... Yeah, okay, and you niggle this. Did you niggle him, or did you just MNG? Like, did you actually just break his team? Surfed him, so technically the crowd killed him. Yeah, but then the crowd, like, then he was like, hello, boss, I'd like to join your team. So, I'd say the onus is more on you than the crowd at that point. Niggle, it was... Okay, so Apo at least saved him from a strength bust, but yeah. Soapy. Poor Soapy. Probably not the start that he was hoping for. Alright, I'm gonna check the forum again. If there's been... Yeah, unfortunately... I'll give it a couple more minutes, but if my opponent isn't here by, like, half, I think I'm just gonna call the stream and we'll reschedule the game. Because I am feeling kind of under the weather and tired, exhausted even. So, probably gonna do that, but yeah. How do you, like, since you're here, Toby, how do you think about your, Shrooomie thought it was tomorrow. I mean, today is Saturday. We'll check. Oh. Oh shit, I read wrong. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured that might have been the case. Unless he's like showing up right about now, but yeah, I'm not feeling the best at the moment, so I wouldn't mind rescheduling it tomorrow. But oh, he's starting up now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah. All right, there we go. We do get a game. We do in fact get a game. Hooray! Yeah. Yeah, no, I figured that, like, he probably was just like, oh yeah, it's Sunday, 1900 UTC. But yeah, no worries. Well, we do get a game. Yay! I have like this, like sneaking suspicion that we're just gonna get our backs broken here. But thank you, Broccoli, by the way, for bringing in the news. Is he really? Yeah. I mean, I like taking 1-on-1 rather than going 2 on the assistant coaches, but oh well. Right, let's see. They have won the toss. They have chosen to receive. Interesting. I'm glad that he did. Right. Let's get ourselves situated then. But yeah, as I've said, like, I don't think Lizardmen aren't exactly. I don't think that Lizardmen are the are the greatest of matchups. Oh, Totsimus, good to have you. You're about to see my little guys, little human dudes, get smashed by 2.5 meter tall Aztec Saurus Gecko man. So good luck, unless it's gonna turn us upside down tonight. Little humans, yes. Little humans indeed. I wish I could shop at a better store than Little, but unfortunately this is all we could afford. But yeah, thanks Toby. Always glad to have you here. Right. Let's see what he decides to do. So it is going to be 11 on 11. Neither team has any extra players. He only has the 2 rerolls, and obviously, like, his starting skills are dodge, and that's about it. So hopefully we get lucky, and he'll have some turnovers in the blocking department, and hopefully he doesn't remove all of our players, and that'll be our main battle plan going forward. That's a very interesting formation that he's taken. Cheering fans. For this drive, if one of your players causes an injury, he gains. I think he got that right. Hold on. No, we did. Okay. If we accidentally manage to actually hurt somebody this drive, we get extra SPP, which is nice. Doubt that it's gonna be happening too much, but it is nice. Alright, first of the lineman goes down. Gets a stun, which is fine, so long as he doesn't start removing my players. Alright. Get punched. He's fine, not even breaking armor. Alright. Last of the linemen. Down goes, gets stunned. Okay. Broke 2 out of 3 armors, but only got stuns. We can work with this. We can work with this. Goes to pick up the ball, manages the ball pickup entirely fine. Have I, by the way, ever said that, like if you just look at, like, the skinks, right? Like, you look at their facial expressions, they kind of look like they have nothing going on in their heads. Okay, my opponent does not blitz at all. I guess he just wants to retain, like, his formation here, which is an interesting choice. Is an interesting choice, I think. I think let's start with the ogre. The ogre actually functions properly. Wonderful. We're gonna blitz this Saurus. But before we blitz that Saurus, we do all of the other movement. All of the other movement stuff first. There we go. Let's go for that blitz there. Alright, down he goes. Dump him there. Stay post. And then let's try to make a 4+ dodge. Nope, that's fine. And he KOs himself. Alright. Well, the Lizardmen couldn't remove any of our players, but the ground could. Hopefully he'll come back. Hopefully the KO doesn't stick, but that is slightly unfortunate. Yep, starts. This was kind of what I was expecting him to do. I could have potentially just let him lie there on the ground, I guess. But like, it's a 50-50 chance that he makes the dodge, and if he makes it, it's probably way better. So, picks up the Saurus. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna move like a Saurus over there to get a 2-die on the ogre, and I'm gonna also assume that he's gonna be blitzing somebody. Okay, he blitzes the ogre. Interesting choice. Down goes ogre. Doesn't follow up. He's fine. Just taking a little lie down. But like, genuinely though, like, looking at this skink, right? Like, looking at that face and looking at the face of the ogre, and the ogre looks more thoughtful than the skink does. So he is definitely taking it very cautiously here. Which I, like, definitely understand. And I mean, he's got movement 8 on the little buggers and stunty dodge. So just, he can afford to take his time, so, like, take it slow. We'll move you there to get that assist in there. Pick up the ogre. No, yeah, ogre functions normally. Wonderful. Not taking any GFI here. I think we... Okay. I'm gonna get a push there, which is fine. We'll get another 2-die. Move you there. This is definitely the Saurus that we're going to be blitzing. But obviously, once again, let's do all of our movement stuff before we think about anything else. Let's go, 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 go! Punch a lizard! A lizard has been punched. I think we actually just both down rather than Defender Stumbles. And then take that 2-die. Alright, down goes Mr. Saurus. Alright. I wonder if he's, like... I wonder how many, like, games against Imperial Nobility has he played. Because he's certainly not playing... He's not playing as aggressive contact as I would normally assume a Lizardman like a Lizardman team would be playing against me. But I mean, again, It's one of those things where, like, it's not like you don't really want to get unnecessary damage on you, and like one of the most common mistakes that like rookie bash coaches often do is that they just go and mark everything, which leaves them open to getting blocked a hell of a lot. And even if they have high armor like the Saurus do, like it's only a matter of time until something breaks if you just get hit all the time. But, and I mean, again, it's like, it's one of those things, like, it's interesting to me, I think, seeing, like, the sort of different, play philosophies that, like, coaches have. Because, like, if you've been watching, like, any, like, the streams where I've been watching other, like OCC champs play, for example, like the people in the championship division, then you have heard me utter the words that, like, that's not how I would have played that, or like I didn't see that move. Ooh, goes for a GFI and he rolls a 1, uses a reroll for it, which I think was the correct play there. But that is 1 out of the 2 rerolls gone now. Okay, he starts still playing very conservative with the ball, but again, he's under no real pressure, like, on the ball carrier for now. He is now coming into kind of aggressive contact, which is fine. So this guy is gonna be the blitzing guy. So who is he blitzing and where? Okay, yep, he's going after the Imperial retainer over there. Makes sense. Only manages to get pushes. Had to even make a GFI for it. We're definitely fending that. Is he gonna do another GFI to get himself into a position? Because that's what I assumed he wanted, was to... But no, doesn't want to risk the GFI, which is fine. Alright. Alright. Let's try to get Ogre still functioning normally. Wonderful. So far, so good. Move you up there. Move you up there. And start with that block. Only manages to get a push, which is not the greatest, but we'll have to live with it. You go over there. I think yeah, I think this is the blitz. Alright. Down goes Saurus. We don't follow that up. Get him over there. With the blitz used, you move there. We get a 2-die there. And then, yeah, I think, even though, like, we're probably gonna take the 1-die there as well. Only managed to get pushes to get him out of contact. And go for the 1-die. It's a skull. Is this worth re-rolling? I think it is. Alright, down goes the Saurus. Don't follow that up. Okay. We are hemming them in slowly. Like, they are kind of running out of... They are starting to run out of space to run to. But yeah, this is, again, like, that reroll there was definitely one of those things where if I was playing with, like, the 2 rerolls roster rather than the 3, absolutely would not have used a reroll there. But because I have 3, I think that was worth doing. Yeah, we'll see what he does. But yeah, this is very much like, so far, I think the game has, like, the Imperial Nobility sort of skills have definitely come into... I mean, there haven't been that many triggers of, like, stand firm and fend, right? Like, it's not like those have been constantly just going off in this game. But if he hasn't played against Imperial Nobility very often, then it definitely can look very intimidating, and especially, like, it's easy to forget that all of the linemen have fend and that the bodyguards have stand firm. And it can come to bite you in the ass, like at the worst possible moment. So he has to be wary of that. Right. I think he's gonna go and switch flanks once again. I mean, he's got the movement to do this, so not really surprised that he is doing it. And again, this is only his turn 4. He's got still 4 more turns to go, and movement 8. Movement 8 is more than enough movement to get things done in a hurry. Okay, goes after the lineman. Manages to take him down. Yep, we're fending that. Gets a stun. He's fine. Oh, I'm very curious what he's going to do with this Saurus blocker. Yep, moves the ball that way. And I mean, we're going to keep rotating on with him. Absolutely just going to keep rotating on with him. Yep, just keeps building that cage. But yeah, this Saurus, like, this Saurus blocker is gonna be the important piece. Like, where is he going? Is he gonna go into contact? No, he's just... Okay, he's just gonna stay where he is. Very interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Okay. I think we take that 2 die. Yep, Saurus goes down. That's good. I think we follow that up. No damage. Not really expecting any damage. We could, if we go for 2 GFIs, we could get a hit on one of the skinks. And hitting the skinks is always important. Hitting the skinks is important. Not the happiest about the... Like, the stun didn't really matter there. I think we take this GFI here. I don't think, like... I kind of want to take this 1 die here. Do I, though? No, I think... I think we go... Bit of a pickle here. I think we take this 1 die. Alright. Push is fine. Do we follow that up? Yeah, I think we'll have to sacrifice the bodyguard there to get hit by the Saurus. I do want to take this hit. Only get a push, which is not great. Okay. I really wish the blitzers had kept their dauntless. All right, Ogre. Swinging it down. And a stun. Very nice. And we're gonna do this, which will hopefully annoy him. And then I think Guzia is just going to try to go for a 3+ dodge. He makes the 3+ dodge, no problem. Alright. Alright. So we're forcing him to roll a little bit more dice here. He goes for the blitz there. That's not what you want. Like, that does not work for you. I don't think you're going to be using a team reroll on that. You will just have to sacrifice another skink. Yep. We're definitely stand firming that. Just bring in... I think he needs to just bring in another skink. Or this Saurus blocker if he doesn't want to sacrifice one of the skinks there. Like, he can still get a 2-die easy. But I think instead of getting a 2-die there, maybe. Like, again, I think he just rotates this Saurus blocker there. Okay. He doesn't go for the 2-die. Doesn't want to risk it. But this does mean that he's definitely going to be... Well, the ball carrier itself is not going to be vulnerable. Like, unless he... like, fucks up this dodge. Yep. Manages to take him down. No damage. And this Saurus blocker can go over there. Attack those two. Then he's still got this Saurus blocker. Okay, he GFIs to get there. Okay. I mean, you still... I think the GFI was a little pointless there because, like, he does have this Saurus blocker remaining. There's nothing that he can really reach these guys with unless he's going to put, like, a skink there. Which he could, I guess. It seems a little... But yeah, this is not the best defensive position for him. Like, the Blitzer is entirely free at the moment. And I mean, again... Oh, there's the one on a GFI. Surely he team rerolls that. Yep, he does. The Blitzer can still definitely hit the... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, so he makes another GFI. Can we still make it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we can. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going for the hit on the ball carrier. Like, no question about that. So the first thing that we do, this guy's not going anywhere, so he's just going to stand up. The ogre is not going to be activating this turn. Right, 2-die here. Down goes the Saurus. That's what we want to see. Definitely follow that up. Right. Get that Saurus out of the way. Imperial Retainer runs over there, which then frees up these other Imperial Retainers to move a little bit more free. Right. Can we... No. Yeah, we can actually free up that Imperial lineman here. That Imperial lineman gets freed. Just dump him over there. And then that frees this guy up. Means that he can go over there. And yeah, I think we just bring him over forward. And then we go for the blitz. We need to make a 2+2+, and we get a 2-die on the ball carrier. Make the first one, make the second one, and we get a POW. That went about as well as it could be hoped. The bounce is it's not the worst bounce. Probably would have preferred it to go there, or, well, into the hands of the Noble Blitzer would have been the best, but no armor break on the Skink Runner, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this is not the greatest... Not the greatest position for Shrooomie to be in, certainly. We're definitely making it more difficult, but, like, we still have to remember. We still have to remember that he can just make a couple of 3+ dodges. He'll get a 2-die on the Noble Blitzer, and like, he can get a push, and then, like, this skink goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he doesn't score with that skink. And if he goes for the pickup, neither does this. Like, he can still technically score this turn. I don't think he's looking to score this turn. But, like, this is still a very salvageable situation for him. The only unfortunate thing is that he has no team rerolls left. And all of his Saurus are over here and or there. So he is forced to brawl with just the skinks. We'll see what he can come up with. Picks up the Saurus, makes sense. Picks up that Saurus, moves to tag the bodyguard. Interesting. So this guy is entirely free. Goes for a 2-die block on the lineman. Yeah, we just bend that and free up another lineman for us. I mean, he's got another 2-die there. We can pick that guy up for a 1-die. Kind of surprised that he's going for the. I mean, least likely to fail, certainly. But okay, picks up the Skink Runner next to the sideline. Doesn't even dodge him out. Yep, dodges one. He's got it. Like, yep, he goes for that. Gets the Blitzer down. But this does mean doesn't mean that he doesn't score, because okay, down goes Blitzer next to the sideline. No damage. Like, he can... Okay, so he goes for the pickup, manages to pick up. Had he flubbed that would have been bad. Makes the 2 GFIs as well. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Not safe, but he can definitely... Yeah, if he just makes the dodges. I can still reach him. But this time only with an Imperial Retainer. If he makes that dodge, yeah. I mean, this is essentially it, is that if he can just not have a turnover, and like, he is fast enough to just do that and recover from the situation. Goes for the 1-die on the Ogre, gets a push, pushes him into the Saurus. Okay, I mean, I guess he wants to take a 2-die there. But yeah, I think this is essentially just a situation where we have to force engagement, and I mean, it is very likely that he just like, he scores on his turn 7, and that pretty much is what he wanted anyway. We'll have to make this blitz. Hopefully get a POW. Nope. But we are at least gonna force him to roll dice. If we make that, which we do. Take that 2-die. At this point, I think the Saurus are... Make that. We'll swing that. We're not re-rolling that. We'll take the boat down. No damage. But yeah, he very likely scores this turn. He could he could definitely try to stall for another turn. Not unfathomable that he would go for a stall turn. Yeah, we're essentially at this point we're just looking to see if we can do any damage on the lizards, and obviously hoping that we get the KO recovery. But yeah, so far, like, there's been a decent-ish amount of stuns. That's been it. I wonder where he's gonna go for the blitz. He is aggressively marking in the middle, which is a thing that he can do. I'm gonna assume this Skink Runner is gonna be doing the blitzing, I guess. Yep, just aggressively marking those linemen. Yep, I mean, the Noble Blitzer is just gonna stay there. He doesn't want to get surfed. Yeah, I mean, if he fails, like he needs to essentially fail a 3+ with a built-in reroll. Like that is what we need for us to have a chance at stopping him. And even then, it's by no means like a guaranteed thing. Oh, okay, so he dodges away to go for the... Gets it down as well. I'm gonna assume he's gonna... that he's gonna stall. Considering. Nope, he scores. Okay. So we do have 2 turns to potentially score ourselves. Potentially more turns if we get a... we get the KO back. Alright, 11 on 11, 1-0 to the Lizards. No missing players on either side for now. But yeah, we are definitely going to be looking at a score here, which does mean that the one blitzer that we have, how good are the... Yeah, these guys are 5+ passing. They do have the 3+ agility. So essentially, we're gonna put one of the bodyguards is gonna be the guy who's gonna in charge of picking up the ball. And then the blitzer is gonna be the guy who it's gonna get handed off to, probably. Going central. Yep, that makes sense. All right, Mikko. Mikko gets to be the designated bodyguard at the back for the ball picking, and we'll just choose to go left. We will just choose to go left. There really isn't too big of a risk, I don't think, of like a blitz getting in the way. So we're just gonna stack pretty much everything on the left. We'll leave one Imperial Retainer on the right just in case, I guess. And now let's see what the kickoff result is. Kickoff is brilliant coaching. We get a reroll. Okay. Okay. Alright, so with that being the ball getting kicked there, bring him there. I think we definitely, like, he's just gonna have to sacrifice himself to get into contact there. You are gonna go over there. You're gonna take that. You die. Wrestle is fine. Get you forward. forward as well. So where does he need to be? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So he needs to make a GFI if we don't want to make GFIs. Yeah, okay. So this is gonna be the Blitz. Alright, down goes Saurus. That's wonderful. Follow that up. Yeah, there's no way of... It's gonna be a 5+ pass if we do it with a pass, which is why we're definitely not doing it. And that needs to be you. Or that's gonna instantly get thrown out. Yeah, I think it is. We're not gonna make any GFIs. We can't, unfortunately, allow this guy to roam free either. So we'll make that move. Make this move with the Blitzer. And then we really, really need this pickup to work. And we fumble it. Okay! Well, that worsens our chances of being able to score, certainly. Thankfully, he only has the one turn, so he's not scoring himself for a 2-0. But he will get those hits on the lineman. He will get those hits on the lineman. And that's neck injuries minus agility, which is whatever. But that is the first injury of the match. Goes to the Lizards as expected. Picks up the Saurus there. Picks up the Saurus there. Like, he can just bring in a Skink. And he gets 2 die on the Ogre. He goes for the 1 die on the Ogre, which is brave, I guess. Like, he could have easily just brought a Skink in. Doesn't get punished for it. Goes for the Blitz. Yep, takes down the lineman. We'll have the movement to get into contact with the bodyguard as well. Yep. And can even, like, absolutely can go for the, should go for the pickup with a Skink, and he can bring, like, multiple Skinks there. But yeah. Unfortunately, there's, like, nothing we could have, like, with, you know, the double 1 on the pickup, like, even if we had played this differently, not really much we could have done. He's not bringing any of the Skinks. Okay, interesting. Okay, this one goes for the pickup. Does he? Of course he does. He absolutely just does that. Yeah. I mean, I can't make a pickup with a reroll. He makes a 4+, and then the dodge away as well. I mean, he's not scoring, but neither am I. Yeah. We'll see if we decide to. Is there a way? I mean, not really. Not really, unfortunately. Like, we have to... I mean, there's no... yeah. This doesn't even... This has to be a down. Make the GFI. Okay, we get the down. I think that's the best place we can put him. Hopefully the bounce is good. The bounce is usable. Okay. I mean, it's still very shit odds, but, like, it's better odds than nothing. We'll go for the 2-die here. Ogre manages to take down Saurus. No damage. Go for a 2-die there. Only a push. So that's all the blocking done. And then we can go for the Hail Mary play, I guess. Which is, I mean, not actually Hail Mary, but... So... 3+ dodge into a 3+ pickup into a 6+ pass. Let's try. Make the 3+. Fail the pickup. Make that. Nope. The pass fails. But, yeah. The pass was the thing that was the most likely to fail. And again, like, it wasn't great odds that, even if we had made the pickup, wasn't great odds that we'd be able to score. But, well, we gave it our best shot. Now it's just a question of, can we score one back? Can we score one back? So 11 on 10. And the player that we're missing is a lineman. I mean, definitely not a bad situation. Definitely not a bad situation. This time, definitely just putting ourselves into a more traditional formation, since we're not in such a hurry. But yeah, I mean, that would have been... I was about to say that like, in theory, with the 2 reroll start, that would have been more probable, because we would have had a thrower to make the pass with. But, like, even the thrower wouldn't have... Like, he wouldn't have actually made the pass. Okay, quick snap. Go closer. We'll move him back one. Just to see if... just in case it doesn't bounce off. It doesn't. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. Start with some blocking on the line of scrimmage. Down goes Saurus. No damage. We'll just take the push there, I think. I'm not gonna take the ogre block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, yep. I think we'll go for it. We'll make it kind of clear that we're gonna try to go down the left flank here. Is there? I think you're gonna go there. Go for the 2-die. Okay. That's slightly unfortunate, but oh well. 2-die. Yay, Ogre functions. Takes down Saurus, gets to follow that up as well. Keep those 3 Saurus pinned there. And 3+ pickup. 3+ pickup. And start making our way towards the Lizardmen end zone. The thing is that we're in, because we're in 4C, right? Like we're at the bottom division. And like this is like the prime time when you want to develop your team. So I think we are definitely going to be looking to make a relatively quick score. To like, depending on obviously like how things go. Like if he starts removing my team, then obviously like we might struggle to even score, let alone fast score. Alright, goes for a blitz on him, only manages to get a push. Good. And that, does he come into, I assume he's gonna walk up there. Okay, he walks there instead, which is fine. Where's this source blocker going? Is he gonna run over there? Nope, he just tags that. Okay. And then the skinks. What are the skinks gonna be up to? Just reinforcing the right. Reinforces right with 2 skinks. Again, movement aid means that they're not going to be late to any play that we make on the left. So, yeah. 2 over there. I wonder if he's going to keep... Okay, 3 there. I figured that he was going to keep the skink. One of them in the middle, but he did not. Okay, so... With that being said... I think he moves over there. Allows that to be... He moves over there. He's gonna move over here. We go for this 2-die. Take him down. Wonderful. Should have moved... never mind. I was like, should have moved him first. Well, I can't move him, can I? Down to the Saurus. I think we're just gonna go into contact with a bunch of skinks there. This Imperial Retainer comes back to cover that a little bit. Do have a 2-die here. Down goes Saurus. In there. Follow that up. Which frees up this guy. We'll go reinforce the skink front. Ogre is not going to be... Ogre is not going to do anything. And these 2 are going to get sacrificed. Going to be sacrificed to get blocked by Saurus. He can obviously free this Saurus if he wanted to, but he apparently doesn't really care. I think what he does is he blocks that. Gets a push, minimum. Which then allows him to take a 2-die there. Yup, ooh, he has to use a reroll on that. Okay. You can follow up if you want. Doubt he will. Yep. Well, that's a reroll gone. He gets his 2 die on the Saurus block on the ogre. Okay, he doesn't go for it. Interesting. Defending that. Gets a stun there, which is fine. Well, I mean, he gets his 2 die on the ogre, but he could have freed up the Saurus. And if he just needed to make a couple of skink dodges and he gets a 2 die on the ball carrier. But he might not have seen it. Or he might not have wanted to risk depending on 3+ dodges with a dodge reroll. Okay, makes the GFI with both of the skinks. I think they're both 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they are both in scoring range. Down goes the ogre, as expected. Where is his blitz? Oh, I think it might be that Saurus. Oh no. Please just be an MNG. It's a niggle. Alright. First match, ogre niggled. That sucks a lot. That sucks a lot. Blitz was where we expected it to be. Goes in there. But yeah, the ogre being off the field is already bad enough, but the fact that he's now niggled as well, when he's supposed to be like kind of the rock of the team. Yeah. Feeling pretty bummed about that one. And he costs 140 to replace as well. So well, he's at least pretty much like forcing us forward. Can we at least do like damage to the Saurus maybe? Like get a couple of KO, badly hurt, something? Nope, not even a stun. Okay. I think that's gonna be our blitz. We are gonna go for a quick score. We're gonna follow that up. We are going to go for a quick score, but it's not going to be the blitzer who's going to be doing the quick scoring. We are going to attempt the 3+ handoff to this bodyguard, which succeeds. Can he make a 2+ GFI to score? He can. Okay. Well, it was a quick score, but I'm pretty sure that lost us the game. Pretty sure that lost us the game. Like, he has not really suffered from only having 2 rerolls, and our biggest source of like contesting his muscle is removed. If I mean, again, if this was a ladder team, like, this would be a reroll, like, just because, like, permanent injury on the ogre in the first game and we're gonna lose. But it's a league committed to 9 games minimum, but not a great start to the season. Never is, like, obviously never is when you... And he makes the catch straight off the kickoff, and he got a reroll off of the brilliant coaching. So, alright, let's see what happens. Badly hurt. Another player removed. Alright, only a push. doesn't want to continue blocking that lineman for whatever reason. Interesting. Okay. It's a stun. I wonder if he wants to blitz that guy. Okay. Puts him into contact here. Goes for a blitz on the bodyguard. Down goes bodyguard. Confirm. No damage. I guess he's setting himself up for a quick score. I guess. Don't see why this was necessary though. Yep, starts moving the ball forward a lot faster than last half. Which is to be expected. Like, he's got 3-man advantage. My best player at blocking him is out. Now, maybe he's trying to set up so that he can get it. So is that, how many stars? Like, he's got 1, that's 2 SPP, 2 SPP, yep. Oh, we'll still make a fight for it. Still make a fight for it. Alright, down goes Saurus. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. KO, but get sent off. Unless we manage to roll 6. Nope. Well, Saurus for a lineman is an okay trade. It's certainly a positive trade towards us. So whether or not it's going to be positive enough of a trade is the question. And the answer is likely no. But like, the thing is that I cannot stop the stunty dodge, like, and massive movement. So I need to get desperate here and get that, like, actually do damage. And the fouling is at this point my bet. Like, the fouling was always my best chance of doing damage, but wasn't exactly time to set up for it in the first half. Like, in the first half, it wasn't so, like, there was what, one of my linemen KO'd himself by failing a dodge, right? So at that point, there's no hurry to make a lot of damage. Now, however, like, we need to do damage. Like, we can't stop this. There is just no way we stop this. So, damage we shall do. Or attempt to do. Like, it's not even a permanent removal, and our removal is permanent. Not that there's gonna be... Like, it's probably... Like, a KO is a permanent enough of a removal, but... It's permanent enough. Fails a GFI. Did he? He did not. No, he just accepted it. Okay. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Saurus, which does at least open us a path. Attack the bull carrier. Before we do anything else, I think we'll just try to get in his way as much as possible there. And then try to make those two GFIs. And as I said, desperate times, desperate measures. No. No sent off, no damage. Yeah, like he can just like he can eat, like if he doesn't flub the 3+ dodge. Like I am at least forcing him to make a 3+ dodge here. Or he just stays there and like marks me all the way to hell. Which I wouldn't be surprised about, but like he can just make a 3+ dodge with a reroll. And if he doesn't flub that, then he's fine. Yep, goes for the blitz on the lineman. Doesn't manage to get it. Gets him down. Defend that. Moves up as well. But yeah, he's got the Saurus. He's got the Saurus muscle to do things. And he can just, yep. Yep. I mean, again, lizards are one of the worst matchups. Like orcs are the worst matchup, but lizards are one of the worst matchups for Imperial Nobility in the division. Like, because again, like they have the strength to just not really care. Like they could, like if they mark up 6 important players, or even if they just mark up linemen, they get to hit linemen. Therefore, they can probably remove linemen, which they haven't really done. But the fact that they got the ogre out, like, yeah, they can just do this, and there's not really much I can do. But yeah. Imperial Nobility Blitzers should have Dauntless and not cost any more for it. Or some other buff. Yeah, I'm not reaching the ball. I am unfortunately not reaching the ball. Which means we play for the safety of our players. Sending off means that they're safe. KO. Sent off. Yep. Well, I mean, at least the fouls have been 1-for-1 removals. And again, does mean that the bodyguard with 3 SPP is now safe. Aside from the blitzer, like he's the most important player still on the field at the point where we made that foul. And unfortunately, like because of the massive gap in numbers, I don't think there's gonna be, and the fact that like the blitzer has blitz block. Okay, has to reroll that. Does manage to take him down with the reroll. Nope, follows that up. No damage. Takes a swing at the lineman. And but yeah, this is unfortunately the expected result, I think. I mean, obviously not the ogre getting permanently damaged. That's not the expected result. But Lizardmen winning is the expected result. Unfortunate as it is. We'll have to do... We'll do that. Which allows us to do a 1 die. I mean, we'll take the 1 die. No. We get a KO. Yay, removals. Reroll. Make the dodge reroll. Reroll. Wrestle. Let's try to get the blitzer off the field as well. Get a stun. No sent off. He's at least now pretty safe. Well... He can definitely get an easy 2 die on the blitzer if he wants to. He's just handing it off to the... Yep, makes sense. Wants to get the... A lot of Lizardmen players, like, they like doing the... Just stack SPP on a skink and either go for, like, a stat or go for, like, random doubles. I wonder if he's gonna actually pick a skill, like, with the 6 that he's gonna have on that Lizardman. Skink. Is he gonna... He already scores. Interesting. Well, he does mean that he will... He recovers 1 out of 3. But that's still... Well, I mean, like, there's nothing else for it, but we need to... Like, the kick needs to be good. We need to get lucky that he doesn't manage to take down our ball carrier. It is essentially just that simple. We need the kick to be good. Oh, never mind. We only have the 1 turn. Or we need the kick to be good. We need it to be a timeout, and yeah, I mean we're not gonna aim for that. We are not going to aim for that. We are just going to say... Hope that we get some SPP on the line of scrimmage. But yeah, not a great start to the season, I will admit. But this is a pessimist that I am. He gets solid defense. He can bring in that Saurus if he wants. And I mean, yep, just moves the Saurus. I'm gonna assume he goes like here. Or like there. Potentially there. Or there, I guess. Fail the catch. I mean, I'll take the 1 die. Push is fine. Push is fine. I mean, I did say that push is fine, but I didn't mean for the entire, like, for all of the blocks, but most of those were 1 die, so we'll do it, I guess. Might as well try a vanity pass. Oh, we'll take that. Hunt him into oblivion. And then... Alright. Peasant lineman. Vanity pastime. You fuck up the pickup, and you fuck up the pickup, which bounces to the blitzer, and he catches it. But no SPP earned. Well, hopefully the MVP goes to the bodyguard that managed to make the touchdown. He's setting himself up for a 3-die, or not. Yep, down goes lineman. No damage. Alright. Disappointing. Disappointing and frustrating start, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's Blood Bowl for you. MVP goes to a random lineman. Not great. But that is it for the stream. Just having to replace... Well, I mean, the thing is that we can't... Like, the ogre is not going to be replaced for a long time, I don't think. Like, we can live with the ogre being niggled. Hopefully the ogre can live with being niggled. Like, because in a, you know, in a theoretical world, the ogre never gets his armor broken again, so the niggle doesn't matter. But, still, he's gonna be out for our next game. And unless the next game is against the goblins, and even against the goblins, it would be nice to have him there. But the ogre being, like, out for the next game, not gonna be great. We lost. Don't think we made that much bank. And we are definitely not gonna be randoming a skill on the bodyguard. Maybe we'll random a skill on the retainer. Like, let's take a look. Like, we're in the general, like out of these, like, Sure Hand's shadowing is probably, like, those are the two worst skills that he could roll. But like block dauntless, like block wrestle, dirty player. Those would be the ace choices. Dauntless, tackle, frenzy, kick, pro, we can live with. Strip ball is and then like Sure Hand shadowing is just, yeah. We'll think about it. Like, I think we are probably gonna random the skill on the lineman. Definitely not doing it for the bodyguard. But yeah, that was our first game. Congratulations to my opponent, Shrooomie. We'll have to hope that that's the worst performance that we're gonna have this season, and it's just gonna be all upwards from here. But as I said, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you're gonna be here for the next one. Oh yeah, can we can self-validate now? Right. Completely forgot. Yes. I will in fact validate that result. Alright. And he got an MVP on a random skink as well. Thanks for reminding me, Toby. Thank you for reminding me. I wonder if Shrooomie is aware. Because that is an entirely new function that they rolled out, and it is like, it used to be that way. It sort of, like, there was a pop-up at the end of a game, and then did everything go according to plan? Yes, no, and then you validate it. So good catch there, Toby. Thank you. But I think Shrooomie did not validate it, but that's fine. I mean, he will validate it at some point, and it's not like the random rolling of a single skill on a lineman is going to be that impressive, regardless. So, again, coming back to what I was saying, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed that game more than I did. I know I was a bit of a downer there, but like, it's not a great matchup, and the niggle on the ogre does really bum me out. But as I always say, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.